Hey guys, and welcome back to Connor's Wine for the Weekend. It's that time of the year, the air is cold and crisp, and the warmth of a spiced aromatic beverage just feels like a hug in a mug. So, today we're diving into the rich global tradition of mulled wine, a winter staple with centuries of history and countless different variations. So, let's get into it. Mulled wine, also known as Glühwein, Windschaud, or Glog, is a hot spiced wine that traces its roots all the way back to the Roman Empire. They were the first to heat wine with spices, not for festive vibes we know today, but to ward off the chill during their European conquests. And then over the centuries, this warming tradition evolved and spread across the continent. So let's start in Germany, home to Glühwein. And I'm sure if you've ever strolled through a Christmas market, you've likely encountered this fragrant ruby red drink served in steaming mugs. Traditional Glühwein is made with red wine, citrus, and spices like cinnamon and cloves, and I always pronounce this wrong, star anise. For a twist, some regions add a splash of brandy or rum. Perfect for those extra chilly evenings, if you ask me. But then we'll move over to France, where Windschaud reigns supreme. The French keep it simple but elegant, as always, but often infusing the wine with vanilla and just a touch of honey for sweetness. It's a sophisticated take on the classic. And then up in Scandinavia, we find Glögg. This is the Swedish version of mulled wine, and personally, it's a winter must-have. What sets it apart? Glögg is often made with red wine and port as its base, and then you add spices like your cardamom, ginger, a bit of cloves. But the real treat is the addition of almonds and raisins floating to the top of your cup, so it's more like a snack than a drink. And if you're feeling adventurous, you can try the stronger version made with vodka for that extra Scandinavian kick. But even beyond Europe, mulled wine has made its mark. Over in the US, you find creative spins on mulled wine using local fruits like cranberries for a festive touch. If you sat at home wondering how you go about making your own mulled wine, I'm here to tell you it's a lot easier than you think. And here's a quick recipe for you to get started. I'd say first start with a bottle of a fruity red wine like a Zinfandel, maybe a Merlot. Then add your slices of oranges, cinnamon sticks, cloves, whatever you have in the house, maybe a drizzle of honey or a splash of brown sugar, and let it simmer gently on low heat. Do not boil it. This is to let the flavors meld and not, go all over the place, basically. And, if you're after that little extra bit of warmth, you could add a splash of brandy or bourbon, even maybe spiced rum. I've tried it with amaretto in the past, and that's really delicious. But the beauty of mulled wine is how customizable it is. So you can experiment with spices, sweetness, or whatever, and make it your own, basically. But that's all for this week on mulled wine. So whether you're sipping a Glühwein at a Christmas market or enjoying a cup of glögg by the fire or making your own version at home, remember, mulled wine is more than just a drink. It's a tradition that brings people together at this festive time of year. So let's cheers to that. Until next time, stay warm and stay festive. Thank you.